Good day, all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. For those of our people in Yoruba land, we want to inform you that in the wake of the Trump United States strike, there are certain things that you must know that will guide your decisions from this moment forward. This call is from the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement, YSDM, and you should please listen carefully so that you make your choices going forward. This is directed to mainly Yoruba people, wherever they may be in Nigeria. First of all, we congratulate President Donald J. Trump for fulfilling his promise to strike terrorists wherever they may be in Nigeria and to diminish the power and the reach of the terrorists who have been hiding under the fact of coming to assist the northerners who are terrorizing Nigeria, to wreak havoc all over the country, to kill people, to invade farms, to rape, to pillage, to kidnap, to abduct, and generally wreak havoc all over the country. Killing Christians, killing Muslims, killing animists. We congratulate President Trump for this fantastic move. However, it's important and pertinent to tell all Yoruba people the obvious implications going forward, of these actions. The obvious implications. Number one, we know the character of these people that we are dealing with, that their tendency is to seek revenge on the people that did not wreak any violence on them. They will choose to kill people in Nigeria when there's a crisis in Sweden. They will choose to start attacking Christians when Israel is bombing Palestine. What does not concern the people in Nigeria is what these nefarious people ask us to pay the ultimate prices for. So as it is, we want to advise our people to know the following. Number one, if you are in the north of Nigeria, anywhere in the north of Nigeria, especially in the core north, either northwest or northeast, please, it's either you commence immediately to start coming down south to Yoruba land where you are safer, or you shelter in place wherever you may be and try to be proactive about your defense and your protection and your however you may wish to protect yourself, whether you arm yourself with anything that you can use to defend yourself, or you keep out of those places that are volatile. But we advise you to come down home. Number two, if you are on the road and you're on your way home, please don't just jump on the road. It is advisable that you move in a convoy, and that convoy is protected either with the collective of the Nigerian Defense Forces, the police, the soldiers, or whatever. You can make all those arrangements, I'm sure, down, up north there. And on your way, ensure that you acquire whatever it may be, as you interpret it, any form of protection for yourself. Yoruba niwa, so we know what to do. So, and please navigate your way properly. Don't just hit the road anyhow in panic or just take any route home. Ensure that you choose your route home properly. Ensure you choose the route after deep analysis of the risks involved along the way. Lastly, even when you are home or anywhere you may call home, because anywhere in Yoruba land is home to all Yoruba. But of course, a lot of people have left for after a long time, and in coming back, they may have problems settling down in their ancestral homes. So we advise that you keep close to areas where the local government chairman or the obas or bales may advise you to keep you safe, so that you can be away from the reach of all these nefarious people. So when you are home, then you are part of the Yoruba crowd. And even in Yoruba land, you recognize that we are being attacked. So you still have to make your choices about how to move, where to go, how to go, and all those kind of things. So, for example, now you may realize that when you are part of the community, worshiping in a church, we have been attacked. You may equally understand that on your farms, you may be attacked. So we advise communities, both cities, small cities, large cities, towns, villages, and hamlets, and all those places in the hinterland. We advise that the communities should get together for day and night patrols in the towns and in the villages and in the bushes. We have our means of cleansing our forests. Please let us seriously continue to adopt them now, so that we may be able to preempt the movements of these people within our communities. We may be able to prevent their attacks when we have sentinels all over, who are watching out before any attack happens. We advise this one seriously, that you patrol during the day, get your vigilantes together, patrol during the day, patrol during the night, patrol in the cities, in the towns, in the villages, patrol in the bushes. And please do not forget to coordinate your movements, your patrols, with the Amotekun people, because the police and the army, however, whatever they may be, and the army, however, whatever they may be doing, we may be constrained to work with them. But as it is, we have had of situations of compromise on the parts of the security forces. So, however, you may work with them to the extent of, especially Amotekun, we may work with them to the extent of getting our people protected, however we may achieve this. Now, taking up a slightly different topic. Amotekun as a protection, as a Yoruba protection unit, or as a Yoruba protection agency or force, may not be able to properly do the work that we had designed them to do, because they are not sufficiently equipped. This is a call on the governors in all the Yoruba land states, both where we are majority and where we are a part of, like Kwara, where we are in 12 of the 16 local governments, or in Kogi, where we are in 7 of the 18 or 21 local governments. So we enjoin the governors to ask the federal government, to prevail on the federal government to issue Amotekun with more effective and potent weapons apart from the ones that they are carrying now, which are local day guns and pump action rifles. Anything from AK-47 to AK-49 and any other superior weapon will do, because the people that we are dealing with are seriously and dangerously armed. So we prevail on our governors to please work on getting the Amotekun Corps seriously and well, properly armed, so that they can perform the duties of protecting the Yoruba race. Then the issue of revamping the Amotekun Corps to be more effective. Maybe the training that they need to do. We really don't need any forest guard, because we heard recently that the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, said they have recruited over 7,000 forest guards. Where did he recruit these forest guards from? I don't know of any local government or ward in Yoruba land that has registered or confirmed that forest guards were recruited from their localities. So these are just nebulous, mysterious people that just came from anywhere, and they want to use them to protect Yoruba land. This is not going to be acceptable, because we are not sure of the origin and intent of these people that they have assembled. So we vehemently reject any composition of such forest guards until and when they are confirmed to be indigenes of Yoruba land, if particularly indigenes of those localities. Then will they be effective? You cannot just trace. That is like, giving me ATLA or all these bandits uniforms and AK-47 rifles to come and further terrorize us in uniform. We categorically reject this. However it may be colored or captioned, we reject it. It has to be proved that those forest guards are from our indigenous communities. We again would like to stress our sincere appreciation of President Donald J. Trump of the United States for the wondrous action that he has taken. Whatever may be the interpretation of his actions, we can see it in this light. Number one, he has dared where angels fear to tread. He has done what had never been possible, or what had never been thought possible by any previous American government. He intervened positively to save perceived genocide in Nigeria. Genocide against Christians, genocide against ethnic Yoruba people, ethnic Middle Belt people, ethnic Igbo people, ethnic South people, ethnic people of original ethnicities in Nigeria. We thank you profusely for that. But you see, the ultimate security, the ultimate guarantee for security for Yoruba people in Nigeria and all other ethnicities is a division of the country. It's a division of the country where we have our own sovereignty properly restored back to us. Do not forget that we never signed up for Nigeria. It was through subterfuge and lies that we were railroaded into Nigeria. We were never defeated by the British. Neither were we consulted before the amalgamation. So we didn't sign to the amalgamation, and neither did we sign away our sovereignty at any time. So sovereignty still resides with us. And the Yoruba must be very ready to acquit ourselves and develop and conclude and take advantage of our sovereignty that's still with us to have our republic. That is the only time we can be totally secure. Now we are not secure. No matter what any external force like United States of America does, we are still tied and forced into the conundrum of Nigeria. Until we have our separate nation, sovereign, independent, and no reliant, we cannot claim to have our security in our hands. It's only when we have our security in our hands, when we have a defined border, when we have our own constitution, when we have our own armed forces, when we have our own police, that we can defend totally ourselves from all these foreign intruders. None of them then would dare to come and challenge Yoruba land in our defined territory. That is the only time we can say we are secure. That is the only time we can claim that we have security in Yoruba land. But until that time, I greet all of you and I ask you to please adhere to all these things that we have said.